Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Before I share my testimony, in the past few days we just had such an amazing time with all of you. And I'm so encouraged just to see the quality of people in this room. I was fortunate enough we were able to spend some time last night. We had a great time with a lot of these guys yesterday, playing some games and just getting to know just some of you. I spoke with an incredible man named Neil yesterday, just who your dad, just really being able to talk to you and just so encouraged by the quality of people in this church. And on behalf of the team, I'll just echo what Pastor Patrick said. We really thank you so much for welcoming us, and we really have had such a wonderful time, and we have truly been blessed. And I hope to come back. But I'll try to keep this short. I have a tendency of running my mouth. But allow me to share a little bit of what happened in my life. Like I said, my name is Rob Johnson. My mother, she's actually from Samoa. And my father, he's a military man. So I was born in the States. I came out here when I was 2 years old at Clark Air Force Base. I studied out here until I was about 7. And then he was stationed back in Nebraska. And that's where I was raised. Ever since I was a little kid, I had this dream of being successful, of playing professional sports, having a lot of money, fame, etc. And throughout my younger years, from the high school, I was a very successful athlete. I went to college on a basketball scholarship into a pretty good school in the States. And in my junior year, my third year in college, my life really was going in the right direction. I was starting to mature a lot, getting good grades in my school, had a lot of respect in my community. And I started up a business, so I had a lot of direction. I just knew by the time I was 25 I was going to be a millionaire and things were going to be great. But a friend of mine, he invited me to school, he invited me to church. And so I went to the church. It's the first time going to a Christian church. My mother, she's very Filipina, so I'd go to church maybe once or twice a year on Mother's Day and maybe on a Christmas. But I went into this church, and at a place in my life where I really felt like I had everything going on. I seen these people very similar to the passion that I see you guys, just excited about going to church. They had this spirit about them. I was like, man, there's something I'm missing. I want what they have. Anyways, to make a long story short, the pastor, he preached a great testimony, or a great word, and he asked, if you've never accepted Jesus Christ into your heart, please come forward. And I knew something was tugging on my heart. And then I went up, I was crying, I was a little baby, I was crying. And from that point on, something changed in my life. Now I used to be convicted. I was convicted of the things that I was doing, but I didn't think that was wrong. It started having a conviction on me. But after my junior year, I used to go to church religiously every Sunday, attend small groups in the States. When I graduated from college, I had the opportunity to come to the Philippines to pursue a basketball career. So I came out here. I played 4 years. I played for Ginebra my first year. I played for Pure Foods, and I played for Alaska. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with PBA. But something happened in when I was playing with Pure Foods. Like I said, I grew up thinking I had everything, but I used to cover it up a lot. I was a very insecure person, but I would cover it up very well with playing sports and having a lot of friends and stuff like that. But something happened, and I believed I was a Christian at the time. I loved God. I was going to church. I was playing church. I was involved in different outreaches and stuff like that. But I knew deep in my heart I didn't really give my entire life to Jesus. And I remember one particular day I was in the midst of having all this stuff and living out my dream and living out what I thought would truly make me happy. I would go to sleep and I would cry myself to sleep because I didn't understand why is this happening to me. I mean, I'm living my dream. I'm making all kinds of money. I'm playing basketball. I'm having all these things. But why is it that I feel so empty? I really felt very empty in my heart. And a good friend of mine, his name was Alex Compton. He was my roommate, and he started sharing to me about just basic biblical principles. He gave me this pamphlet called 1-to-1, and we used to go through this thing. And for the first time, I was like, oh man, there's something you really have to do. I mean, you have to give up things, not just accept salvation and just have a free ticket to heaven. And I remember this. We're going on our second chapter, and it was about lordship, and I had no idea what lordship was. I barely read the Bible, and I remember this one particular verse. It said, "Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." And that verse just kept ringing in my heart, just ringing and ringing and ringing. And so one day in 2004, I was like, Lord, I'm tired of giving you 99% of my life. I want to give you everything. I want to give it everything. And once I did that, a complete change. I started having peace in my heart. I started my life, instead of living for myself, I felt like it had a lot more meaning and purpose. After Pure Foods, I ended up playing for Alaska for another year, and I just knew in my heart, basketball wasn't it for me. I knew there was a bigger thing that God wanted to do. I had an opportunity to keep on playing, but I was like, Lord, I'll give you basketball. If you want me to do this, then I'll do it. But if not, then let me know what you want me to do. So I knew ministry. There was something that did when I would share about Jesus. Something would just excite me, and I knew this is what I was called to do. So this year, 2006, was probably one of the best years of my life. I got married to my beautiful wife. And it's been just a great journey. Right now, we have a school called the School of World Missions. And we're almost finished. We have one of our classmates, some of you guys have already been through that school. You guys know it's pretty tough. One of our classmates, her name is Odette. I know you guys should know her, but just an excellent woman. Very, very happy to have met her. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm just loving God. Things are going really well. I'm excited for what He has for me in the future. So God bless you guys, and thank you so much for listening.